We talk about single mother. What is the problem with you people? It's not a crime, it's not a taboo, it's not a sin, it's not a calamity. It's just out of circumstance that most people are single mothers. So let us try to listen more and talk less. Oh, my beautiful people, welcome you all back to Efitubore Rosemary Kitchen. Today I'm here to address an issue. It is very, very important. So guys, just sit tight and listen. What is the issue I'm about to address today, my beautiful people? Is about these so-called single mothers. A lot of people have been talking about single mother, single mother, single mother, giving different definitions of single mother. Single mother has different definitions, as they say, as they claim, as they address, as they define. But before judging people, pointing fingers, try once in a while and put yourself in people's shoes. We often forget to do that, especially we Nigerians. Men, women, boys, girls, a lot of people have said so much. I never wanted to say anything about this before, but I said, why not? Because I used to be a single mother myself. Single mother different type, as you guys say. I don't know, but some are by choice, some they decide by choice, by circumstances, by a lot of things. But when you people see things from the outside without knowing what is inside, you base your judgment always on the outside. There is always a cause of everything. There is always a starting before an ending. Why don't we look at the beginning? Why don't we look at the start? Why do we always focus on the end? I used to be a single mother for many years. It was my choice. Nobody forced me to. Here in Italy that I live, many years ago when I came to Europe, came to Italy, like many of you in different places of Europe, Europe was not like this. Europe was much, much better. There was job everywhere. Things was more easier for us. But later, some 5 years ago, things started changing because the immigration started increasing. And people started doing all what they think they can do to be able to stay in the country they are. Why do you think you are the judge to judge someone? Some people say some people have 3 children with 3 different fathers. I believe they might have done that by their own reasons, by their own choices, by their own whatever, I don't know. But I don't have any right to go and judge her because she have 3 children for 3 fathers. Is her life, is her choice, is her responsibility. Though we bring children to this world not by force, is by choice. So when you have a child, you bring a child to this world, you should be able to cater for that child, give the child the all necessary education that he or she needs. For the fact that we are able to be in Europe, we have a lot of privileges that we never had when we were in our country. So we should be able to give those things to our children. I'm talking about this because so many people are just misquoting this single mother, pointing different kinds of fingers. It is very wrong. It might be you, it might be your sister, it might be somebody you know. Somebody is talking about your issue without knowing what you have gone through to be where you are, and somebody is just criticizing you. How will you feel about it? You will not feel nice. Nobody will feel good if anybody is talking about he or she in a negative way. So we should always try to put ourselves in people's shoes before condemning them. This whole condemnation about single mothers, to me, it is wrong. It is very, very wrong because they are human beings. They are mothers. They are people's children. They are people's sisters. They are people's auntie. They are single mothers because of circumstances. I was because of circumstances. I never choose to be, but it happens. Some single mothers don't want to work, they just want to give birth because of government money. If one has been a liability right from childhood or right from home, he or she remains a liability Because when I was in Nigeria, I was working. So when I came to Europe, to God be the glory. Since I came to Europe, I've always been working. I will always be thankful to God for that. So if you have never worked before and you just came to Europe and you just saw that there are these privileges you can be able to without moving a pin, who not like better thing? But I think it is not right, it is wrong, because it's always good for you to work for your daily bread so you can be able to value that money you earn. Money that you don't earn is being given to you free of charge. You don't value it. You don't have any value. When you work for your daily bread, you sweat for your daily bread, you know how to spend the money and you spend it rightly. But I just want you people to know it is very wrong of you people to start pointing fingers, start condemning, start criticizing, start generalizing single mothers. It is wrong. It is wrong. You people should not generalize, especially we Nigerians. We like generalizing a lot. When something happened to one person, we just make it a general issue. It is very bad. If it is your sister, how will you feel? If somebody is talking about your issue negatively, how will you feel? You will not like it. I will not like if somebody does not know my issue, does not know my problem, does not know what I feel, does not know what I go through, start criticizing me outside. I will not like it, just as you will not like it. So why don't we try? Once in a while, don't say it should be often. Once in a while, when we hear things about people, try to put ourselves in people's shoes. They was talking about, yeah, I would not want to. Someone the other day was just generalizing about. I'm very sorry. I don't want to mention your name, but I just want people to know about this thing. You know, when something has have not happened to you, you don't know. You know about people leaving their children, forgetting their children in the car out of circumstances. You know, it happens to me some few years back. It's not that I left my child in the car, but I was preparing to go to the beach because I like summer. I like going to the beach a lot. So I was preparing to go to the beach. So I just did everything. I cooked because I would go from morning, I would stay till night. I cooked, I prepared all my things, and I left, and my kitchen is very close to the door. I never knew the water was open. I never knew. I left the home by 9 o'clock in the evening, in the morning, sorry guys. And I was called by someone in my compound that by 5 o'clock that they have called visually the focal, which is the fire brigade in my house. They have busting in my house because water has been flowing from the fourth floor to the down floor. So I was, Jesus, how could I have done such a thing? I left home 9 o'clock, and that tap is iron, which if I'm supposed to hear the noise while it was rolling down, but I didn't. So I left home with the tap open from 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock that I was called in the evening. So that thing, since then, I reorganize my memory, reorganize my brain to know at times when people leave their children in the car, they don't just do it because they are in a hurry. Because I wasn't in a hurry. I was not going to work. I was not having any appointment that if I don't get there on time, something's going to happen. I just left with the tap on for how many damn hours. I rushed home, and before I got there, the fire brigade has already opened my house. They have already closed the tap. So there was water all over the place, from fourth floor till down floor. There was water all over the place. I could not even know where to start to clean. So that was when I said I mustn't be judging people when things happen without knowing, because it might happen to you. It might happen to somebody that is close to you. It might happen to your sister. It might happen to your brother. It might happen to you don't know. You really don't know. So like the Bible says, judge not, so ye shall not be judged. People are just misunderstanding the Bible, misquoting the Bible, understanding the Bible to their own understanding. But the Bible made certain things very clear. You should not judge people. You should not condemn people. Try and love your neighbor as you love yourself. But we often judge, we often condemn, we often criticize, we often generalize. Let us try to put ourselves in people's shoes. Let us stop condemning. Let us stop judging. Let us stop pointing fingers. Let us be human. We talk about being Christians. Everybody is a Christian. We should be concentrating on those that have the fear of God. The fear of God is very, very important. Not being a Christian. Everybody can be a Christian, but when you have the fear of God, before you talk evil against somebody, before you point evil finger against somebody, before you plan evil against somebody, you will think of God, you think of the fear, you think of how He's going to judge you, how He's going to take that issue. So that is it. Let us concentrate on who, for those that have the fear of God, not a Christian. Christianity is just, before you judge someone, try to know about the person's story. Try to know the why. Try to know how it started. Don't just go on the end. There was a beginning before an end, because in the beginning God created the world. So there is always a beginning before an end. So let us always try to know the beginning of a story, to know a why, before we start concluding, before we start judging, before we start pointing fingers, before we start criticizing, especially we Nigerians. So I'm begging you people, because do not to others what you will not want others to do to you. Today you might say it is not you, but you don't know what tomorrow might bring to you. So let us try to try to reflect more on people's issue and talk less. Our mouth is a weapon. This mouth, you use it to bless people and you use it to curse. So let what comes out from our mouth, let it be words of good things to people. Try to understand people's situation, to know people's situation, to know people's problem before pointing fingers, condemning them. So my dear people, this is all what I have to say. I would have said so many things that is just rolling here, but I just want you people to know, as an ex-single mother, it is not a crime to be a single mother. It is not a taboo. It is not a sin. At times it is out of circumstances, out of condition, out of many, many things that you don't know. It's only that person that knows what she is going through. So let us try for listening. So if you find this video very interesting, I've said mine. Let us stop judging single mothers, because they have reasons. They have their reasons. So let us try to be considerate. Let us try to be human. Let us try to love each other without pointing negative fingers on them. So thank you once again, my beautiful people, for your love, for your support, for those that come to watch my video, for those that share my video, for those that are just subscribing, for those that are still contemplating if they should. You have to, you should. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Compliment of the season. Stay good, stay blessed, be motivated, love yourself, and till I come your way very, very soon. Bye guys.